This lesson is on a review lesson on solving equations where we can have answers that either have one solution, have no solutions, or have many solutions. Okay. So for this first one, the very first thing we're going to do on both sides of the equal sign is distribute the number outside the parentheses. So this would be 6 times x. Bring down the subtraction sign, and 6 times 3. Bring down the plus 10. And then let's distribute the 2. So that would be 2 times 3x minus 2 times 4. So we have 6x minus 6 times 3 is 18 plus 10 equals 6x minus 8. Okay. So it looks to me like we could combine the negative 18 with the positive 10. So one's positive, one's negative, that would be different signs difference. So if I take the difference, okay, I'm left with 6x, the difference is 8, and the bigger number is negative. So as you can see, the left side is equal to the right side. When you see that, that's a pattern that you're going to get used to seeing and recognizing that this answer is going to be infinite solutions. If you're still unsure, we can go ahead and keep solving. So I'm going to add 8 to both sides. Notice that I'm left with 6x equals 6x. I can divide by 6 on both sides, and I get down to x equals x. So this answer is infinite solutions. What that means is you can put any number in for x. You can put 5, you can put negative 10, you can put a decimal in, a fraction in, you can put pi in, and you will always be able to solve this equation. All right, example number 2, same thing with the distributive property here. We're going to distribute the 8. So that's 8 times 4 minus 8 times 2x. Bring down your equal sign. And then we have 4 times 3 minus 4 times 5x. And then plus 4x. All right, so we have 32 minus 8 times 2 is 16, so that would be 16x. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 5 is 20, so that would be 20x, and then plus 4x. Okay. Looks like the left-hand side, there is nothing that we can combine together at all on that side, so that's going to remain 32 minus the 16x. On the right-hand side, let's see, we've got a negative 20x, and we have a positive 4x. That would be different signs difference. So take the difference between 20 and 4 would be 16. So that would be 16x. Notice the bigger number is negative. And then I'm going to bring that 12 still down. Next, I'm going to try to get my numbers together. I'm going to try to get my variables to one side here. So I'm going to add 16x to the left-hand side and add 16x to the right-hand side. Okay, notice that that is gone and that is gone. And what we're left with is 32 equals 12, which we all know is not true, so we're going to make that not equal to, and our answer is no solutions. Okay, so remember, if you get one number equaling a different number, that's going to be no solutions. All right, so example number 3, we're going to distribute the 3 to the 6 into the 4x. So that would be 3 times 6 minus 3 times 4x equals, and then when I distribute the negative 2, it's negative 2 times 6x. Now, this is when things get a little tricky for students. Remember, when you're distributing a negative sign, all the signs inside the parentheses need to change. For example, the 6x inside the parentheses is positive, but after I multiply it by the negative 2, it's going to end up being negative. Okay, the 9 is currently negative, but with the negative times the negative, it's going to end up positive. So I'm going to bring that subtraction sign down, and then I have negative 2 times 9. So you can see how, after doing the two-line rule, that's going to end up positive. So we have 18 minus 12x equals negative 12x plus 18. Let's see, we can get the x's on both sides. Looks like we need to add 12x to both sides. And when we do that, the x's are all gone, and we're left with 18 equals 18. Okay, that's indicating that we have infinite solutions. Okay, so you will either get an answer like x equals x, or some number equaling that same number, 18 equals 18. If that's your answer, the final answer should be infinite solutions. All right, let's go ahead and distribute. We have 8 times 3a plus 8 times 6, and then we have 9 times 2a on this side of the equal sign, and 9 times 4. 8 times 3 would give us 24a. 8 times 6 is 48, and 9 times 2 is 18a, and minus 36. Okay, so pick a side. I'm going to go ahead and move the 18a's over. So I'm going to do that by subtraction. Okay. So I can cross this out. And what's left? 24 minus 18 is 6. So I have 6a plus 48. And then on the right-hand side, I have a negative 36. So now we're just down to a two-step equation. We can simply subtract 48 from both sides. Okay, so that's gone. And we're left with 6a. Let's see, this is going to be 6 and 4, so it's same sign sum. 36 is negative and 48 is negative, so that's going to be 14 plus 1, 3 and 4 is 7, plus 1 more is 8, and that number is negative. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and divide by 6. As I said earlier, you can go ahead and start using a calculator. You are going to be allowed to use a calculator in a lot of what you do in high school math. So 84 divided by 6, okay, that's going to be 1. Bring down the 2, bring down the 4, and 6 goes into 24 4 times. So it looks like 14. But notice that we do have a negative being divided by a positive, so that should be a negative 14. All right, so this answer would be one solution. And obviously that one solution is going to be a equals negative 14. Here's a really quick recap. If you end up getting x equaling a number, so your variable equals a specific number, your answer will be one solution, and you do still need to include what that solution is. If you end up getting some number equaling a different number, okay, then your answer is going to be no solution. That means that there isn't any number, even in all the numbers that we have, that you could substitute in for x that would work. And then if you end up getting either the variable equaling a variable, or you get some number equaling that same number, your answer is going to be infinite solutions, which means you can literally put any number in for those variables, and you will get the same on both sides. Remember, when you're filling out your Google form, follow the directions. In this case, it is going to be multiple choice, but if you do end up with one solution, there will be an extra step for you in the Google form. Also, please try to remember to take a picture of your homework and include that when you submit your homework into Google Classroom. Have a great day.